Student, now I am going to explain about mores. Let's start. Mores are standardized and regulators of human behavior. They develop from the folkways and customs. They are more powerful than folkways. They are more stable and obligatory. Mores are the process to standard and regulate of human behavior. Understand? Most are the process to standard and regulate of human behavior. It developed from the folkways and customs. It means most developed from the folkways and customs. Most are more powerful than folkways. Most are always stable and obligatory. Understand what is most? The term mores is derived from the Latin word mos. The term mors is comes from the Latin word mos, which means customs. Understand? Originally, mores means custom. More are the important aspects of social control. Understand? More are the important aspects of social control and social life. According to Gillin and Gillin, mores are the customs and groups routines which are taught by the members of the society to be necessary to the group's continued existence. According to the Gillin and Gillin, mores are the customs and groups routines which are taught by the members of the society which is necessary to the group's continued existence means to stay groups continued existence. Understand? To stay groups continued existence, most are the customs and groups routines which are taught by the members of the society, which is to be necessary means which is necessary to stay groups continued existence. This is the views of Gillin and Gillin. Now, characteristics of mores determines moods of our day-to-day behavior. Mores determines moods of our day-to-day behavior. Mores determine moods of our day-to-day behavior as social beings. For example, our behavior towards our parents and elderly is very much determined by our mores. Understand? So, mores determine our day-to-day behavior. Understand? For example, our behavior towards our parents and elderly is very much determined by our mores. Point 2. Concepts of group welfare. Every mores is the element of group or social welfare attached to it. Understand? Every mores is the element of group or social welfare attached to it. These elements of social welfare converts a folkways into mores. Understand? Now, functions of mores. According to McLeaver, functions of mores are in society there are innumerable mores like monogamy, anti-slavery, democracy, and prohibition of some acts, conformity to which is regarded necessary. Understand? Our society saw some innumerable mores are monogamy, anti-slavery, democracy, prohibition, conformity, which are very necessary for us. Understand? This is all about mores. Now, law is necessary for maintaining of the integrity and organization of the state. Law is necessary to maintain of the integrity and organization of the state. Understand? This is the main point of law. There are different social and political thinkers have defined it in different ways. There are different political and social thinkers define in law in different ways. Now we will discuss about according to Holland's view. According to Holland, law is a principle or rule of conduct So established as to justify a prediction with a reasonable certainty that will be enforced by the courts of its authority is silence. Understand? Here, conduct means rule of activity is directed. Understand? And enforce means it is compulsory. Understand? According to Holland, law is a principle or rule of conduct means rule of activity is directed to justify a prediction with reasonable certainty that will be enforced by the courts. Understand? This is the Holland's view on law. Now, two characteristics of law. Point number one, it is enforced by the state. Understand? Law is compulsory. Understand? So, law is enforced by the state. Point 2, it is the rule or law of the external behavior of men. Understand? It is the rule or law of the external behavior of every man. Understand? This is all about law.